Hello and welcome to another video of Archons Only, where we try to beat Genshin Impact using only Archon characters. So if you've seen previous episodes, we managed to get the pipe sword that you get by fishing in Fontaine. And the whole idea of this video is to try to upgrade this as much as we can and try to level up Furina to see if it's actually helping us to achieve our best potential. So for that, first we need to unlock the domain to level up, to get the materials to actually level up the weapon. And first see if we can first complete it, if we can defeat it really easily, or if it's going to take us time. So I never did this domain before, so I don't know what the enemies are going to be. So it seems like we have some machines, we have some Fatui agents, and I hope it's going to be easier for us. I'm really counting on Venti doing the most grouping, but I don't know if some of the enemies or the machines can be grouped or not. And then Furina, I hope she's able to apply Hydro and do a little bit some of damage. That's something that we actually need. So let's see how well or how bad we can do it. It seems that it's going really fine. It seems that Venti is doing a lot of damage, and that's something great to see. Also the Hydro creatures, I think, are doing more damage than Venti. They're doing like 2k, 1k. I think it's going really well. So we first defeated the first two enemies, and now for the second part, we have this big robot. I think it's going to make a lot of damage to us. So we need to be careful. Luckily, Furina, oh my god, we almost died. So luckily Furina can heal us. And oh, well, we lost Venti. I was not expecting that. So we're not doing as well. I hope we can retain Venti and heal him. But we might need to learn how to dodge the machine. I think that the Abyss Lady Mage, or whatever it's called, it's going to be easy to defeat. But oh my god, we're almost dead again, and we're dead again. So I don't think we can revive Venti right now. So it's going to be only Furina. It's going to be hard for us to defeat the whole thing with Furina, but we can hope. We should target the Abyss Mage. No, I don't know how it's called. Maiden, I think. And we need to find a new plant for the next rounds and see if we can get the materials that we need, basically. But well, this is what we can expect only doing this domain for the first time, going blindly and not knowing what to find. Could be worse, could be lost, we could be losing, basically. But I think it's going to be doable. Like, the enemies are really low, we have only one enemy to defeat, and Furina can heal herself, so I'm not really worried about that. I wonder how many materials do we actually need, and if we can get them all by today. I think our resin is capped right now, so that's going to be helpful to get as many as we need. So we just finished the first time. Let's see, 2 minutes and 37 seconds. That's not good. And we are not capped. We have 142, but we have condensed resin, so that's going to be good for us. And we were able to get a purple one. I was not expecting that, so that's great. Let's see if we can actually level up the weapon or not. So I think that's going to be enough for at least one of them. Let's see if we can level it up another second time. We need some enemy materials, so we might need to go and try to get them. So we need those water enemies. So I guess Furina is not going to be useful defeating them at all. So it must be only Venti, but we have Furina for healing, so that would be good enough. I don't know if we would need to defeat many of them. I don't think there are many of them. They're only here in Fontaine. I know there is one that I encountered in Liyue, like close to the forest, where the ghost of the girl was. So I don't know why it's there, but maybe it's for people who got Furina and doesn't want to like explore Fontaine yet, or they're not in the right level, so they can at least get some materials for her or her weapon. And we also need to get the transoceanic pearls. I know they're easy to get, but I haven't been farming them at all. I probably need to start doing more underwater exploration and see if we can collect some of them, and especially if we need them to level up her weapon. I don't remember what she used for leveling up talents. I think it was the whooper flower, and I assume that's also for her ascension materials. I don't know. We will see. But for now, we need only these characters. At least they are close by. So there here are two of them. One of them are really good damage. I don't know if we are like over leveled or what, but it feels like everything's kind of easy. I wonder if it's going to get really hard when we level up our world level. But we will see. And it seems like they're dropping some good materials, not like other different enemies. So I hope that makes them faster for us to collect. I really like that Furina helpers really helped you out to defeat other enemies when you don't pay attention to them, so they can start killing enemies, you get experience, you get gold. The only problem I have is that they try to put out fires, so if you actually need to use the fire, it's not the best. I think this is going to be a huge problem when we try to do Dragon Spine, because we actually need the fire to survive, as we don't have any other pyro character. So that would be a problem that I need to figure it out. Maybe after attacking, I need to convert them to the healing so they don't put off the fire. I know also there are other statues that you can turn on to get like pyro, also the Sealies. So maybe it's not going to be that much of a problem, but sometimes the only thing you have is the fire, and as we cannot put more fire or create more fire, we really need to pay attention to the ones that we have and we need. Let's see what's going to happen with that. I'm really excited to do Dragonspine at some point. It would be between Inazuma and Dragonspine, so let's see if that what's going to be first. Maybe we can do both of them at the same time. So we're able to level the weapon to level 50, and again we need more materials to ascend another time. I wonder if we can just craft them, but we will try to get as many as we can, or as many as possible, to level up. It's pretty convenient that they come in pairs, so you have to explore less to get enough materials. And the other great thing is like they're dropping blues, they're dropping greens. I don't know if it has something to do with like we are in Inazuma and they are supposed to, you're supposed to be higher level, and that's why they're dropping more objects. But what's happening in the other for example, in Mondstadt, it's like they barely give you any good material. So we think this is going to be great. So we now need more oceanic pearls. So I know that there are a lot of them underwater. I don't know in which regions are they more concentrated. We can start like exploring this area and see what we can find. I actually want to try her. I think her passive skill is helping you to reduce the time in between the uses of the different skills that you can get from the different animals. So that might be helpful. I really want to see how fast they can recharge. Well, maybe this is not the best one because like there is zero uptime or zero waiting between skill and skill because it's just dropping bubbles. But I would be really interested to see what happens in the crab that gives you that shield and the explosion, and also in the manta ray that it's really powerful and you need to wait some time between them. So that would be cool to see actually if it's significant or not, the reduction that you get, and you can make more damage this way or not. So we will see. I really hate the one that we have right now because it's making less damage. So now that I see a crab, that would be the best to try to use them. Oh my god, that's a boss crab. I'm not ready to fight that, I think. So I'm going to try to avoid it as much as possible. At the same time, it doesn't give you many of these objects, but it gives you a chest. So we have to do it at some point, but not right now. I'm not ready to fight it, to be honest. I know that I can, but I don't want to. Wow, the drops are terrible. I cannot I cannot make them. So you can see, for example, these animals give you really little amount of things, but the other blue water entities, they give you a lot of them, and even the biggest quality ones. So I don't know how this is determined. Maybe because they are less abundant and the underwater animals are more abundant. I don't know, but I feel like it's this differences on dropping is insane. I know something similar happened in Fontaine, where you get different things depending on how you kill the monsters, but I think this one's more evident than the other one. I really thought that trying to do the underwater exploration and having like 3D way of moving from up, down, left and right and all the different things was going to be terrible. I know that some underwater games are really, really bad, and some of them give me like sickness. I remember playing the remake of the Spyro games, and when I have to play the underwater part, I don't know if it was like because the camera was so close to the character or what, but I end up being like dizzy. and I didn't like that. But at least here in Genshin, it doesn't feel that bad. Yeah, it's terrible to go up and down. I don't think it's that well done, or maybe I don't do it properly. But exploring is not as hard as I thought, and I don't feel any DC. So now we are actually at level 60. And the good thing is that's the maximum that we can do right now. So we were able to level completely up this weapon today. And that's great. I still have some resin left, so we can try to do the domain or other domains again and see if we could actually improve our damage. I don't think we're going to improve our damage, but maybe we can check how well this is working or not. I think we get more critical rate, right? So then this would mean that we should get more damage done, at least with Furina's skill. And in theory we get more energy recharge, but I don't think we need energy recharge for Furina. Maybe to get the ultimate would be interesting, but for our healer Furina, I don't think that would be required or important. So it seems that there is some increase in the damage we can do, because now I can see some 1700 damage or 1.7Ks or even 2Ks. So I don't know if that's regarding the damage, or it could be that they are creating more, but I will take that. It's even better than before. Let's see, another way to test this would be to actually see if we can reduce our time. I think it was like 2 minutes and something. So we will see now how far this is going to take us. At the same time, we did this domain before, so at least we know the enemies and what to expect and how deadly they can be. So I might be more careful right now that we can know that we can die. I don't like that. Oh, well, I don't think I'm being careful enough. At least Venti didn't die, right? Let's see if we can heal him and avoid to be killed. So before it was 2 minutes 40 and now it's 2 minutes 22. So we actually got faster in killing them, but I don't think it was as fast as I was expecting. So with this, we actually finished building Furina, and we need to start getting the refinement materials, but that's going to take more fishing and more time. I'm probably not going to show that on camera. So this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you like it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.